the show. I'm Jenna Morton.
And I'm Tosh Taylor. And on today's episode, we are going to showcase a local nonprofit that is doing absolutely incredible things in our community. We have the executive director of BGC Riverview with us, Lynda Carey. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm really excited to be here.
I think this is going to be such a fun discussion because talking with you is always fun.
Oh, thank you.
But I think it's also going to be really fun, I think, to highlight for people who are watching and listening just exactly what it is your organization does, because I feel like there are a lot of people out there with a very narrow scope of a very broad organization.
And I appreciate that because it is, I think, I've been here 16 years now doing this role, and I've never not had this conversation and never not had the opportunity to sort of provide this little bit of information and education about what BGC is about. Just quickly, about 2 years ago, our national office made the decision that we were changing our name, and known far and wide as Boys and Girls Clubs. They realized through a lot of work that there were many young people who were not responding to boys and girls. They felt that, you know, great programming, but I'm not going to a daycare. So they thought we have to take that sort of onus out of it. The other thing too is there are a lot of young people these days who don't identify as a boy or a girl, but we didn't want them to feel that they weren't included. A lot of the programming is actually being built around supporting the understanding and the education behind these differences that children are facing these days. So that's how we moved to BGC. So we're basically the RBC of the youth work organization, or the KFC of children's work. So that's basically what we've done. And every club now attaches its place behind its BGC. So we're BGC Riverview, and our sister clubs BGC Moncton and BGC Dieppe are also close by. A BGC, our national CEO has often said, when you've seen one club, you've seen one club. Because every club is very different. It takes the pulse of its community. What do the people in our community need from us? Do they need infant care? Do they need child care? Do they need education to support kids in academic circles? Do they need opportunities for kids to find work? And that's how a club builds its repertoire, its menu, we'll say. So BGC Riverview starts at 5-year-olds. We have a number of really fantastic preschool and infant care centers in Riverview, and we didn't feel that reinventing the wheel was worth the effort. We leave that to them. So we start with an after-school program. So in our club, we basically have 2 departments. We have what's called our licensed or our after-school program, and then we have our unlicensed or youth program. And in the licensed program, we have a fantastic daycare run by some amazing people. I bow down to them. I could not do what they do. You know, they look forward to it every day, and I think, you know, it's there, but for the grace of God, all of us walk. People who do that kind of work, there's a special place for them. So, and they also are the ones that are responsible for providing our in-school breakfast program. So we're in 3 schools now. We are at West Riverview, Riverview East, and Riverview Middle School. So it's a fantastic opportunity to support that school for the first time, and we're busy. We're very busy. The number of children that we're seeing coming into these programs, looking for food, looking to have an opportunity for socialization, has pretty much doubled in no less than 2 years.
Wow.
The growth in the town of Riverview, population-wise, has been astronomical. And with that, the number of children that are enrolled in schools and taking part in these programs. So we really love the fact that we're able to collaborate with the schools and with Food Depot Elementaire to be able to provide these programs. So as well, this same staff delivers what we call Power Hour. Now I'll own this. It's a lie, because it's only 25 minutes. But it rhymes and it sounds cool.
Yeah, it does definitely sound cool.
And I'm going to give a shout out here. The town of Riverview's Mayor, Andrew LeBlanc, who used to be the program director at BGC Riverview, coined the phrase. So he's the one who helped bring this program together, and he's the one who saw it through and made it as popular as it is. So it's just a really quick, about a half an hour opportunity for children in certain age groups over a 5-week period for low impact collaborative physical activity. And we go right into the schools and do it at lunchtime. So that's over here, that's just, all of that is just in one department. So then we move over to the youth group. And this is where we're really working at shining our light. We provide the after school drop-in program, which is at Riverview Middle School now. So we actually are right downstairs in a place that has been dubbed the Hub. It's so cool.
I like it.
Yeah. And we were really fortunate with the collaboration with the United Way and with the federal government to be able to get the funding that we completely rebuilt this room. I'm telling you, it was like drop-in makeover on HGTV. It was fantastic. And we took it right down to the scrubs and completely redid everything. New floor, new furniture, new games. Anything these kids want to do, we find it and we make it happen. We've just introduced a new sensory free space for our kids who struggle with a lot of noise or a lot of light. It's an opportunity to take a time out, relax, go in, read a book, just enjoy something that's a little bit quieter. And from there, we also have all of what we call our microgrant programs. And what we lean into with our microgrant programs is supporting mental health for youth. Not that we're therapists, but what we do is we help kids to identify what are some mental health issues, and do you feel this way, or more importantly, do you see it in your friend? How can you help your friend? What can we do to show you how to help your friend? We are also really excited about a program we call Skill for Success. And what this is doing with youth as young as 13 years of age is introducing the trades. I didn't know, there's 187 trades in the province of New Brunswick.
What?
Yeah.
No, I had no idea. And
Right?
I'm married to a tradesman.
I know, isn't that remarkable? Yeah. I was so thrown by that. But what we do is we're trying to introduce the trades back into our youth so that they can see the opportunities for themselves post-secondary.
Yeah.
They can start working towards that when they get to high school, hopefully to be able to establish a path for themselves. And they don't have that lost feeling quite as much as some kids in high school will. I'm not taking away that comes, it's pretty much handed to you when you walk in the door. But if we can give you the opportunity to have a path and look at something from that. It's such a great program because it includes an opportunity for co-op work. And we have some really great business people who've said, yes, send them to us. We'd love to meet them.
Wow.
So we're doing things like that. Anytime we can identify with a group of youth something that they want to do, our program director, Matt Hayes, is all about, let's see if we can find money for this, and then let's build it. Let's make this happen.
Yeah.
So we have a full menu all the time. And like you said, many people come to us and say, yeah, I just need daycare. You're a daycare, aren't you? And we're like, that much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me introduce you to the rest of it. So anyway, so that's basically what, in a real quick nutshell, that's what we've got going on a daily basis.
That's incredible.
I've driven every program director crazy because when I walk in on a Monday and say, I have an idea, they're just like, oh, God, no, not again.
We have no room.
We have no room. I've heard that so many times. I have no more bandwidth for you, Lynda, please. So when I say I'm taking a day off, you can feel the room.
Let's talk about that for a little bit, though. What kind of team does it take to run all of this, and what kind of team do you dream of growing into?
I've said it often in the interview process, and I've said it to potential employees as well as our employees we have now. We're equipped to teach you the skills. We can teach you the technique. You can bring your education. We're going to show you how we want to do it. That fundamentally you're going to get in the classroom is fantastic. What I cannot teach you is passion. You have to love this work. I'm sure that the nonprofit leaders in this town would line up behind me raising their hand saying, you can't do this for a paycheck. You can't do this for the money. You have to do this because it's something that calls you. It has to become something in the neighborhood of a vocation, and you have to believe in it. We're very careful now, having gone through so many interviews in my tenure. We can see who has got what it takes. We can feel it in that interview process with the questions that we ask. We're looking for people who really look forward to coming to work every day, who see it as a joy and not a job, the people who know that they're making a difference. When they have a rough day with a child, that they take that time at the end to find that positive, just 15 seconds that happened. And they land on that and they say, tomorrow's going to be a better day. I need a team, what we call upstairs, which is in the admin office, who are as dedicated to making sure that all of those that are doing the frontline work have what they need. Everything from mental health support to any little benefits that we can provide to make their day easier, we make sure that that happens. For me, it's about finding the money.
Right.
Where's the money? Bring me the money.
And that's exactly it. You're a nonprofit. You
Yes.
just listed a plethora of things that you're doing to help support the youth in our community. But someone has to pay for that.
Somebody's going to pay for that. Yeah. And I want to, it's a wonderful opportunity to be able to put out this huge thank you to those that are not only big supporters, but recurring supporters. The pool of disposable income available in the Greater Moncton area is shallow. And there's more and more of us fishing in it. And many of these donors want to say, I want to help as many people as possible. So while they are continuing to help us, they may be helping us a little bit financially less than what they had before because they're spreading the wealth. And I think that that's fantastic. So we have to keep reaching further and further to find more funding. There's a lot of fantastic foundations out there looking for opportunities to give you money. You just sort of have to meet the criteria that they're looking for. And you can make that happen, they will help you. So yeah, it's an ongoing thing. It's part of my job. It's part of the day that I spend looking for funding, looking for support, creating fund development opportunities so that we can have some great fundraisers, raise a lot of money at them. We have a big one coming up here in a month's time. So it's Garage Night. Garage Night happened because we had done the Diamond Dinner for so many years. And a group of the gentlemen on my board of directors are like, what about us? I'm like, oh, okay. So we pulled together Garage Night, which has fairly much the same footprint as the Diamond Dinner, now Bling Fling. But they have a buffet dinner, they have a live auction and a silent auction, and all of these raffles that guys really like. And it has turned into our biggest moneymaker in the year. The guys love it. And now they're starting to bring wives, or corporate tables are bringing some of their female staff. And they're like, this is even more fun.
Right.
They really love it. Such a laid back environment, and it really does help us a lot with the funds that we're able to raise, go towards programs like I just listed, and it keeps them going. And we have a lot of fun that night, and a lot of volunteers come out to help us because they know about the event and they want to see it succeed. And I'll no sooner close the chapter on this one and our very popular tree lot starts. Here it is. It's like, the end of September, and I've already ordered the trees.
That's you guys do have one of the most magical tree lots. Like if you were looking for the Instagram moment to go get a tree that's already been cut down, you're going to this lot.
Well, and that's the big thing for us is we want to keep this as part of the tradition that families have. We want this to be a family event. We want you to come out as a family and pick your trees. Please leave your dogs home. I'm just asking. I love seeing the kids coming. We have a gentleman who works for us at the tree lot, and he refuses to come if I don't have enough candy canes for the kids. He has to be able to hand out candy canes every single day. But we have the music, and we have the lights, and all the fun stuff about it. We have fantastic volunteers that just love to come and help people find their Christmas tree. Easy work.
It's so easy.
It's so easy, and it's just so much fun. It's fresh air.
Yeah.
A little bit of physical labor, but
You might get a little sticky.
Yeah, don't wear a good coat.
Yeah.
I learned that the hard way. But again, it's a very popular one. It's been around longer than I have, and we've moved it a few times to different locations. Always well received. People come. We've had people come from Capelin and Cloquin to buy their Christmas trees from us.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You're also one of the first ones to start with trees for the season too.
We're right around the end of November. We try to stay as much aligned to the kickoff with Turner's and the Santa Claus Parade.
Yep.
We might be a little
November
behind
23rd,
it.
by the way. Put it out there, November 23rd.
Yeah.
So we try to stay in that neighborhood. We're a little bit late this year because of delivery times, but and I have to give a shout out to our local Scotiabanks because they do what's called matching day. And we will do that on the first Saturday of our tree lot where they'll come in and they'll match dollar for dollar up to $3,000. So if you're spending $1, we're getting $2.
Yeah.
And a lot of people know about this and they will wait for that day. So we make sure that we put that out there as a big post and publish it. We'll do easily $12,000 to $15,000 in sales in that one day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Of Christmas trees.
Of Christmas trees. Of Christmas trees. And it's such a fantastic day, and it goes by so fast, and it's so fun, and great memories come out of it, for families as well as for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's exciting too when I have people who reach out to me anonymously and say, here's $500, buy as many trees as you can and donate them for me. And we have the great joy of piling these trees in a truck and going around to people who we know are struggling and having financial insecurities, but still have little ones that know Santa Claus is coming. And if that money can help Santa Claus instead of a tree, we get to take part in that.
Amazing.
And that just makes me so excited. I really look forward to that.
Yeah, and trees aren't cheap. There's
No.
there's no getting around that. So
No, nothing is.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
I
So
love
we have a
that.
lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
So best 2 weeks of the year.
I'm already like daydreaming about it.
Yeah.
I'm already listening to Christmas music, so you know I'm ready.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Like we're open. It doesn't matter what time I say that we open. There's always people standing there waiting for us to unlock the gates.
Yeah.
And they're all coming in and having a great time with us.
That's
So,
amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. So we've touched on those two fundraisers. Let's go with the Bling Fling too. Let's talk about that one as well.
Bling Fling comes in February.
Okay.
People always say to me, "Why do you do it in the middle of winter?" And it's easy. Nobody else does.
Yeah.
So, and we really worried that, this would be something, but we figure, you're about 3 paychecks into the new year. Christmas is now historical for you. It's time to do something for you. Mm-hmm. And it did come out, it did start as Diamond Dinner, and we have changed it up, and we've sort of changed the feel of it to be a little bit more relaxed, and we're doing Bling Fling. We have different types of entertainment that we have provided over the years. A couple of years ago, we had friends of ours who have a band here in Greater Moncton that provided music for the night, and that went over phenomenally. People loved the group. We've done fashion shows from different ladies' apparel stores in the Greater Moncton area, and people have always enjoyed those because it's right at the time that they can bring out spring fashions, so you can start thinking about spring. And we have some fantastic raffles, but we also have this silent auction. And our silent auction, it's literally to the point that we have to put some stuff away for other days. I always said, when we get to 70 items on the silent auction table, we have to stop.
Yeah.
There's only so much money in the room, and we want to make sure that people all have a chance. So this is the fantastic thing about this silent auction table. And we've built some really great relationships with donors who are like, Bling Fling, gotcha, no problem. So here's some stuff for you. So, and we can't forget our friends at English Jewelers in Riverview, and they have donated year after year this amazing piece of diamond jewelry where the bling comes from. That is the grand prize at the end of the night. And we keep people in the room. You have to be in the room to win. So,
Smart.
yep. So they are all there. I remember the year the woman who won the ring, totally unexpected. Everybody's getting ready to leave. They want to get home. And it's right at the end. And a friend of ours who was emceeing that night, he gets up and he's calling this woman's name out. Well, she had started putting her winter boots on. And she was so excited. She comes running up on stage and she's got one Ugg and one high heel on. And she's clomping across the stage. She doesn't even realize she's done this. And she's so excited. And I'm like, how do we take this picture? How do we publish this picture without this poor woman being embarrassed? But the worst of it was is when we cleaned up is I found her other shoe.
Oh my God.
She'd even left without her shoe. She was so excited. So. But again, so many fun stories, and a lot of times women are repeats. They come back year after year because it's a great night out for you and your friends. It's a fantastic meal. We have a great dinner. We've got some great ideas going forward with the new year coming and what we're going to do, and I think people will really like the change up. It'll be a little bit more relaxed, but again, the funny thing is with garage night, the women come and the men are like, oh yeah, that's cool. Some guys are like, I gotta find a reason to tell her she doesn't want to come. But it's because it's a guy's night. But I've had some of the women at Bling Fling stop me as I'm going across the floor and will point to a table that had men on it. Why are they here? Why are they here? I'm like, we're inclusive.
Yeah.
Equal opportunity.
Equal
Yes.
opportunity.
Everybody's money.
Everybody's money's the same.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
and last year at Bling Fling we had a table that was all men, and I'm like,
Welcome.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
They all went home with something for their wives, and they all bought them something fun. I'm good with this.
Yeah.
I really am. I'm cool with
Absolutely.
this. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's a fun one. We will start advertising that one in early January. We'll get through Tree Lot, and I'll have a little break and regroup, and we'll start right off in January with promoting that event.
Amazing. I love that. Let's go back to Garage Night because, as you said, it's coming up next month.
Yeah.
Is there still tickets available?
There are. We limited. We are approximately about 60% sold now,
Okay.
which is surprising because it is, Moncton Latecomers is usually the game. But here we are. We were still a month out, and we're over halfway there in our tables. So there are limited seats because we do sit down.
Right.
And you have a table. And a lot of the tables get sold as a table because you save the equivalent of a seat when you buy a whole table. So there still are some available, and they can give us a call at the club. And you can reserve and we invoice if you're getting it through your business, which is for garage night, the way it normally goes.
Right.
So super easy. But there's some fun stuff on that silent auction and live auction.
I believe it.
There's some great stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I've already told my husband he can't go. No way. But we have a lot of hockey paraphernalia. So a friend of ours has donated some really great hockey paraphernalia that collectors are going to be really excited about.
Boy.
We have at least 3 different gift packages, experiences at different golf courses throughout the Greater Moncton area. We have a golf club membership that's on, a year's membership is going to be on. I'm trying to think of some of the other fun stuff. There's, like I said, some really great stuff. We have I call it the Roomba lawnmower. It's a robotic lawnmower.
What?
Yes, and the one that seems to be getting a lot of attention is a Blackstone skillet, has been donated. And a good friend of the club has donated a weekend stay, I think it's 3 days, 2 nights at his Airbnb, where he will offer guided fishing trips, 2 guided fishing trips on the Miramichi.
Oh man, look
Amazing.
at
Yeah, so
look at our producers like, excuse me.
So super fun stuff that's coming up on the silent auction table and the live auction. So
Wow.
yeah, it's going to be a fun night.
Yeah.
So for everyone who's been listening, just like, oh yeah, I need to get in on this, whether it's to volunteer or to buy tickets or to know more about the programming for youth in their lives, how are people finding all of this?
We have a super active Facebook page, and you can find us at BGC Riverview on Facebook. You can find the drop-in program, if you're really interested in the drop-in program, at Drop-In Teen Center, which is on Facebook as well. Everything couples over to our Instagram pages. So you can also just give us a call. It's 387-7070. Just pick any extension. We'll all talk to you. We're good. We're good.
That's how you know you've hired the right staff.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody knows what they need to know, and they're all excited to talk to you about it. And if not, they usually just have to yell up the stairs, and somebody else will pick up the phone. So we're good with it that way. We don't spend a lot of money on stuff like that. We keep it for the kids.
Yes, exactly.
So-
That's amazing. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much
Yeah.
for having me. I really enjoyed this.
Oh, it's fantastic, and it's always wonderful to be able to highlight what's happening in the community for youth, not just little youth, but
Exactly.
teens and everything. So please take some time to go check out their website,
Yep.
social media, and we'll be back again next week.